Hi, my name is Kate Twig, and I am here to show you how to apply your new Seint Makeup. So I'm going to be showing you, this is just my personal palette. It's the triple decker, amazing. And I'm going to show you how I set it up, how I apply it, and how you get that flawless coverage. So first, when your makeup arrives, it's going to come in these beautiful little tins that you just slide out the cream. You can throw away the lids, you can keep them if you want to, but you're just going to pop them out and then pop them straight into your compact. So I'm going to show you how I set up mine. This is our largest size, so I have a lot of colors in here, but you can kind of see what you can grow into, or maybe you even started with this size. So I have my color corrector. I use this underneath my eyes. The shade is called Mango. I have my main shade, my brightener shade. As you can see, your main shade is the one that you will replace most often. Then I have my bronzer, my lip liner, and my contour. I have 2 lip and cheeks, a lip conditioner. My lips are super dry. I have more lip and cheeks because I love options. I have my demi corrector and then an illuminator. And on the bottom, I have all of my powders with my Kola contour, which I use as an eyeliner, my brush cleaner, and my Vanilla Dust setting powder. So if at all possible to separate creams and powders, that's kind of a best practice. But you may have gotten maybe this Isle palette that's just one layer. And of course, you are going to have creams and powders mixed in here, and that's okay too. But if you have multiple layers like this one, you could do all creams on top, all powders on the bottom. Okay, so now that we have your makeup in your palette, we're going to start with application. So I like to, everyone always asks, what do I do to prep my skin? Tends to be kind of dry to normal skin. If you have oily skin, you still want to do this. It's really good to moisturize. A lot of times when your skin is oily, it's actually dry and overproducing oils to try to get it to not to be so dry. So I love to use this Mario Badescu, and I'm going to link everything in the caption. You can always message me, and I always have all the links in my bio. But I love this. I love facial sprays. You can use a moisturizer. If you do that, just make sure it is all absorbed and dry on your skin before you apply your makeup. You can spray this one directly on your face like this. Feels so good. Or you can apply it to a brush and then kind of blend it all in. Okay, just like that. So now I'm going to show you the order of how I apply my makeup. So I use whatever brush. I always like to tell people to start with these two, the detail brush and the blush and bronzer brush. I feel like they have all the sizes that you need in order to get the perfect application. So I like to start with my under eye corrector. So this time I'm just going to use Mango. I have other videos explaining the demi correctors. So if you're interested in that, go check out some of my other videos, or you can always message me. So you can see the difference right there. It just took away all of that purple. So you want to make sure you have a color deep enough to cancel out those colors. So again, now I'm going to go on this side and just tap this right on, and see how I'm not swiping. I'm more stippling, which is like a tapping motion. And then I usually, whatever is left over on my brush, I usually just brush it onto my eyelid because I have purple eyelids too. Okay, so just like that. Then I just switch around to this side, the bigger side, and I'm gonna go into my contour. The contour is a harder consistency. It is like that on purpose because we want it, once it's applied to your face, we want it to stay there. If you like full coverage, I would do the highlights first. If you like a more natural or light coverage, I would do the contour first, and I'll show you why. So you're gonna take this contour all around your forehead. And you can see got a lot on my brush, and that's okay. You don't need that much. I won't go back in. I'm gonna put it underneath my cheekbones. If you're not sure where your cheekbone is, suck in your cheeks. Feel for that bone. You can put this on an angle, so it's just like the line, and you're gonna push it up under that cheekbone, okay? Okay, just like that. Then you can do along your jawline. Just make sure it's on the bottom corner of your jaw. You don't wanna put it on the side of your face, underneath that. And that is just gonna chisel it out and give you more of a shadow. Then I am going to go into my highlight color. So this is my main highlight. I use it a lot, you can see. And I'm going to apply it everywhere I didn't put that contour. So I'm gonna go here along my jawline. I'm gonna put it on my chin. And I'm gonna fill in. Now, again, if you like more of a full coverage look, you can do your highlight first and then do your contour. But this is more of an approach if you don't want to layer a ton of makeup, you're just filling it in. And I also do this before I contour my nose last, because otherwise sometimes it disappears as you're blending in. So I'm just gonna put this main shade, which is Aura right now. I'm really pale. And I'm going to apply it all over. Then I'm gonna take it up to my forehead. And don't worry, we're gonna blend all this out right here, okay? Now, if you like to apply bronzer, I like to do that next. So I go in with the smaller end of the blush and bronze I tap into the bronzer. The bronzer, you guys, is creamier, so you don't want to tap in too hard. Then you're gonna smile, and I'm just gonna put this kind of where I would get a sunburn. So where does that sunburn kind of come here? Kind of, if you can imagine wearing sunglasses, it's gonna be everywhere that your sunglasses are not, right? So the highest points of your face. And then you can kind of start to blend this in. And don't worry, you're probably like, oh my gosh, this looks really weird, and that's okay. We just keep blending. I always think about Dory. Just keep swimming, you just keep blending until you get the look that you want, okay? So, and then for contour and bronzer, always blend up. Blend up. You don't want it kind of dragging down your face. All right. Next, I'm gonna contour my nose. So now I'm going back to the detail brush, tapping into this contour. Again, tapping. Nose contour, you really need such a small amount. And then I'm just gonna take it down, barely touching my nose, the two sides of my face. And just so you guys know, I'm literally doing my makeup in my, like looking in my phone. So, and then I'm gonna kind of attach it down at the bottom and then blend it up into my brow. So it has a starting off and an ending point. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my brightener shade. I just use my finger, tap a little bit on like that end of your nose, top of your nose, and then a little bit down the center, and you can see how that thins it out. So the closer you put the lines together, the more narrow your nose will appear, the wider it will appear. Now it's okay, nothing's blended, don't worry yet. And then we're gonna go back in with our detail brush again. Now I was just in the contour, so I'm just gonna go back here and use this little brush cleaner. It's brush tile, it's called. Clean your brush, and then I'm gonna go back to my brightener highlight, and this is where I apply my brightener highlight. I already did my nose. I'm gonna do it a little bit in the inner corner, outer corner, and I kind of bring it all the way up here. Inner corner, and then all the way up. I like to do a little bit under my brow bone. I do a little bit in the center of my forehead, right here. And then if you want to define your contour a little bit more, I just put a little bit right under that line. Okay, and then we blend. So then I go back to this brush. You can use the big end too. Sometimes I like, it just depends how I'm feeling, but I like the small end and the big end. The big end is definitely better for bigger areas. So like down here, and then just switch to this end to kind of blend in these brighter, smaller areas. And again, anytime you're kind of layering product, you don't want to swipe to blend. You just kind of want to tap like this. Okay, so just like that. Now we are going to move to blush. So I always match you with a matte blush and then a glossy blush. So you can tell, you can kind of assume that the glossier blushes are not going to show up as much. I love them though. They give you this beautiful glow. So I'm going to kind of show you, this is Boardwalk, and I'm going in with a small end again. And I'm just going to apply that blush right over that contour line, and then you can bring it into the apples of your cheek as well. So just like that. Isn't it so pretty? You don't need a ton of blush. If you want something darker, you know, a matte color like this one, or a sandstone, it's gorgeous, but don't shy away from these glossier ones. Plus it just gives you this beautiful glow. And let me show you what Boardwalk, it's just a great nude, that looks like on your lips. And as a dry lip fan, or as a dry lip person, I'm a big fan of the glossier ones, just because they moisturize my lips. Just like that. Okay, you guys, so that is your main highlight, your brightener highlight, your contour, your bronzer, your lip and cheek. Now, if you want a little bit of illuminator, I like to apply that right on the top of the cheek, like this, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up here. You can put a little bit here on the center, a little bit on the bridge of the nose, kind of the places where you did your brightener highlight. You can put a little bit, if you want extra shimmer, in the center of your lips. Just like that. And then you're always going to want to blend. But again, we layered product, so I like to stipple or tap to blend when you layer product. Okay, next we'll do a quick little eye look. So here are my eyeshadows. I love the eyeshadow brush. Here we go. And actually that wasn't it. Here it is. And I'm just gonna show you a really quick kind of maybe 2 or 3 color look. I'm gonna start with this color. Let's do Valencia. This is just a really neutral, creamy beige. I think it looks good on everyone. So Valencia kind of all over this lid. So this is really good for a mid-tone shade, can't talk. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit darker color. This one is called Bubba. And I'm just gonna build this right into the crease. So when you're thinking about eyeshadow, don't hold the brush like this. It's not gonna blend. Move your hand down and lightly, light as a feather, just kind of build it into this crease area. If you kind of like that winged look, you can go from the corner of your eyebrow like that and then bring it in, and then we will work on blending that out. That kind of opens up the eye when you do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in here. And again, just like with your face, just keep blending. The key with eyeshadows is you literally just keep blending. I'm gonna bring that out again. It will look good. Eyeshadow looks that aren't blended are the ones that look weird. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with just a hint of shimmer. This one is called Drift. And I'm just gonna apply this on the inner corners of my eye, the inner half. And then I'm just gonna blend it out really gently. Okay, and that just gives a little extra dimension. So this is a great, just those three colors together look great. If you are going out or you want a more of a dramatic look, what you can do is flip to the small end. Let's tap in this color. And then you can just build on the outer corner of your eye, just kind of build in that darker color. See how that does that? Just like an outer triangle here. And that really helps to define the eye. And then again, don't choke up on the brush like I just did. And then you just want to blend it out. Just like that. Now, what I love to do is I like to take whatever is left on my brush, and there might not be a lot, so I'm just going to go into the mid-tone shade, Bubba, and I'm just going to lightly feather that under my eye. And what that does is it creates a shadow that actually makes your eyes look bigger. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so that's it. And now we just have to apply our mascara. So beyond that, let me just show you some other fun tips you could do. You could use the lip liner with the multitasker brush, which is this one. You could, here's the lip liner right here. It's called Suede. And you can line your lips. See how that just defines them and makes them plump up? Oops, wrong one. Just like that. If you want to see some of these darker colors, here's the sandstone color. This one I'm just adding a little bit of sandstone just so you can see what that looks like. Just a little bit. Again, this is another great one. This one's Sadie. Layer on. All of them can be layered to kind of create whatever color you want. You can make your own color with any of this stuff. Then let me show you like a demi corrector. Let's say, do you see this? It's really hard to see, but do you see that freckle right here? It's like right at the end of my contour line. So I could go into one of my demi colors and just lightly put on the product in the darkest spot, and it will literally disappear. It's crazy amazing. So you can do that wherever. I have a little freckle here I don't always love. So anything like that you can do under eyes, but again, that's a whole nother video that I can do for you. So now let's add our mascara. I always love to use, and I don't think it's here, a mascara primer, and then my favorite mascara. So actually, let me go grab that for you. Okay, so I think I left my other mascara in my cart, but my two favorites are Better Than Sex by Too Faced and Stila's Huge mascara. They are by far the best for me personally. I love them. So you can use an eyeshadow primer. Those, honestly, the voluminous L'Oreal voluminous primer is awesome. You can get it at Target. I again left it in the car because I do my makeup in the car all the time. So we're just gonna do the mascara. So as you guys are watching this, comment any questions that you have. If you want me to like slow down a certain part and to create a shorter video on that, just comment it below. I am always here to create videos to help you. So always share what you need help on. If you would like to get a color match, you can comment color. And I will message you all that info. You can click the link in my bio to get all of my links. If you want to learn more about the makeup, just comment makeup and I'll shoot you a message so you can learn all about my amazing all-in-one palette. Oh my gosh, I'm really not having the best time putting this mascara on. So it's just amazing. It's portable, it's easy on the go, it travels well. I'm gonna be heading on vacation soon, and it's the easiest thing just to grab my makeup and this one palette and a few brushes. So let me kind of go through those brushes one more time. as I finish applying my mascara, which is so funny, you guys. Legit, it takes me just as long to apply my mascara than it does like my entire face of makeup, which is crazy. Just a few minutes. Okay. Obviously, I slowed it down because I was showing you what to do. But my main brushes, Detail, Blush, and Bronze. These are the best two to start with. Then for eyes, eyeshadow brush, hands down. For lips or eyeliner, if I did that, I use the Multitasker. If you are just going to be on the go all the time, this brush is the 3D brush. It is great. It's harder to get into smaller spaces, but it does the job really quickly. They're bigger brushes, so it can blend and apply really fast. So those are the main ones I use. If you like full coverage, you could try this buff brush. But honestly, the biggest mistake people make when they first apply this makeup is to apply way too much. Okay, way too much. So the key is to apply the least amount of product, let it warm up, heat up on your skin. It'll start to melt in. Like when I just went to go get my mascara, I looked in my bathroom mirror and I was like, gosh, looks really good. Like it really does. You can't stop looking at yourself and your skin will start to adjust the more you wear it. When I first started wearing this makeup, I had super combo skin, like super dry, super oily in areas. And this makeup has literally like just evened out my skin tone, evened out my skin texture. It's crazy. Now, the other last thing is that we need to set our makeup. So you can either set it with a setting powder if you like more of a matte look. You can just use this brush. You can always squeeze it down to get into the size of the tin that you need. Or if you would rather a spray, you could use our Stay Spray, or, you know, and you kind of have to experiment. Other sprays that I like, if you like a matte finish, I love this Smith & Colt Invisible Powder Setting Spray. This is a good one, but it will take all that beautiful glow that you see away. Like it does make you matte, which is okay. But I do think there's something so beautiful about cream makeup because it looks like skin and it gives that glow. So I love our setting spray. When you use it, and where is it? I don't know. It's not very prepared for this video here. I'm just going to pretend this is the brush cleaner, but we're going to show this in a second. But you just want to spray it on a brush first and then tap it into your skin. The spray is a bit aggressive, so don't spray it directly to your face. Always on a sponge or a brush and then apply. If you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, get the Perfector sponge. How you use it, you're going to put it underwater, squeeze, put it underwater, squeeze, and it's going to blow up and become the softiest, squishiest little thing ever. And you're going to use this to kind of pat and blot your makeup. It's going to take any excess off so it doesn't settle in any fine lines or wrinkles. It's going to help you blend and it's amazing. So this is this little Perfector sponge that you can get right on the set. And then lastly is going to be about cleaning your brushes. So it's so important to clean your brushes because that is how you actually keep your skin clear. It's going to help with your skincare. So I usually clean my brushes once a week. So let's look at this. Ooh, this brush, right? You're going to use a microfiber cloth. Obviously you can see I use this one a lot. I'm going to spray the brush cleaner right on here, not on the brush, right on here. And then I'm going to take this, see how much has already come off. And I'm just going to swirl the brush around and instantly it gets cleaned and it's dry and ready to use. There's no shampooing, no leaving it overnight. It is seriously like magic. Obviously I still have to clean some, but just like that, just like that. Both ends, all of it. It's so easy. So you can grab this as well. It's definitely a must. You can always add it later too. So there you guys have it. Beautiful 3D foundation. It is amazing. You will get the hang of it. It's going to take a few times. It's going to take a few times to figure out what colors you like best, where you like them. Do you like your contour a little bit higher, a little bit lower? How do you want the contour on your nose a little bit wider, a little bit more narrow? So it's going to take a few tries, but don't give up. You're gonna fall in love with it, and then soon you're gonna have a Mac Daddy compact like me. So again, any questions, comment them below. Don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. My text number is always in my profile. You can ask me any questions, and hopefully this was helpful. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. See ya.